What if I told you that the secret to destroying anxiety isn't positive thinking, but imagining the worst possible scenario? Sounds strange, right? Yet this ancient Stoic practice called negative visualization has helped philosophers, warriors, and emperors live calm, fearless lives. Today, we'll uncover how it can do the same for you. 1. The Stoic secret hidden in ancient philosophy. Over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus practiced something that seems completely backward by modern standards. While everyone today is told to think positive, the Stoics trained themselves to think negatively, deliberately imagining loss, pain, and misfortune. But why would anyone do that? Because they discovered something powerful. When you face your fears in your mind, they lose their control over you. Anxiety feeds on uncertainty. Once you've already seen the worst in your imagination, nothing surprises you anymore. You become mentally unbreakable. Negative visualization wasn't about pessimism, it was about building emotional armor. It's not that Stoics didn't care, they just refused to be owned by fear. 2. What is negative visualization? Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum in Latin, literally means the premeditation of evils. It's a simple but profound mental exercise. Imagine that you've lost the things you love, or that the outcome you fear has already happened. You visualize losing your job, being embarrassed, failing a project, or even losing someone dear. For a few moments, you let yourself feel that loss, not to suffer, but to prepare. Then you open your eyes, look around, and realize you still have everything. Suddenly, gratitude floods in. This exercise flips your mental state from anxiety to appreciation. Instead of fearing what could go wrong, you learn to value what's right in front of you. 3. The Stoic mindset. Why it works. The Stoics believe that most of our suffering doesn't come from the events themselves, but from our judgment of them. Let's say you lose your phone. A modern mind panics. This is terrible. My life is ruined. A Stoic mind says, it was bound to happen someday. I'll deal with it. Negative visualization trains you to accept the impermanence of everything. You stop clinging, you stop reacting, you start responding. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." By expecting difficulty, he robbed hardship of its sting. Nothing could shake him because nothing could surprise him. 4. How to practice negative visualization, step by step. Let's break it down into a practical daily exercise. Step 1. Find a quiet moment. Sit somewhere peaceful for just 5 minutes. Take a few deep breaths. Step 2. Choose a scenario. Think of something that makes you anxious. Maybe losing your job, failing an exam, or being rejected by someone. Step 3. Visualize the worst. Close your eyes and imagine that it's already happened. Feel the emotions rise. Fear, sadness, disappointment. Don't run from them. Just observe. Step 4. Accept and release. Now shift your focus. Tell yourself, even if this happens, I will survive. I will adapt. Life will go on. Step 5. Return with gratitude. Open your eyes and look at your life as it is now. Notice how much you still have. Your job, your family, your health, your home. They're not guaranteed, and yet right now they're yours. That realization is freedom. 5. The psychology behind it. Modern psychology has actually confirmed what the Stoics knew all along. When we repeatedly expose ourselves to imagined fears, our brains become desensitized. This is called exposure therapy in clinical psychology. By mentally rehearsing challenges, we trick our nervous system into calming down. Our brains stop treating every threat as a catastrophe. Instead, they learn that discomfort is temporary and survivable. Even elite athletes, soldiers, and CEOs use a version of negative visualization. They visualize failure before success. Why? Because once they've seen the worst, the pressure disappears. The Stoics were simply the first to use this tool not for performance, but for peace. 6. From anxiety to appreciation. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow and everything you take for granted, your family, your friends, your home, is gone. You'd give anything to have it back. Now imagine you open your eyes and realize it's all still here. That's the emotional transformation negative visualization creates. Seneca once wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has already seen their coming." When you practice this regularly, life starts feeling lighter. Anxiety turns into gratitude. Instead of saying, "What if I lose this?" you start saying, "I'm lucky I still have this." The ancient Stoics didn't chase happiness. They built resilience, and resilience naturally leads to peace. 7. Common misunderstandings. Some people hear negative visualization and assume it's just pessimism or self-torture. But that's not true at all. The Stoics never said to dwell on sadness. They said to use it as a tool. It's not about expecting the worst, it's about being prepared for it. The difference is subtle but powerful. Pessimists suffer twice, once in imagination and again in reality. Stoics suffer once, and often not at all. It's the art of mental immunity. Just as we exercise our bodies to grow stronger, negative visualization is exercise for the mind, strengthening your emotional muscles against life's blows. 8. Real-life examples of Stoic thinking. Marcus Aurelius, while leading the Roman Empire through war and plague, would meditate on death and loss each morning. He believed that remembering mortality kept him humble and clear-minded. Epictetus, born a slave, imagined losing everything because, in truth, he already had nothing. His focus on inner control gave him freedom no master could take away. Seneca, one of Rome's richest men, regularly practiced sleeping on the floor and eating simple meals to remind himself he could live without luxury. These weren't just philosophers. They were practitioners of mental strength. They didn't avoid fear. They walked straight into it. 9. Applying it in modern life. You don't have to be an emperor or philosopher to use this. Try this. Before you start your day, close your eyes and imagine one thing you love. Gone. Maybe your phone, your health, your freedom. Let yourself feel that loss for 10 seconds. Then open your eyes and realize it's still there. That wave of relief you feel, that's gratitude. And gratitude is the antidote to anxiety. If you do this daily, you'll notice something strange. The things that used to stress you start to lose their power. A rude comment doesn't bother you. A bad day doesn't break you, because deep down you know you've already faced worse in your mind. 10. The ultimate Stoic lesson. In the end, negative visualization isn't about fearing life's losses. It's about learning to love life as it is. When you imagine the worst, you strip away illusion and discover what truly matters. You realize how fragile, temporary, and beautiful everything around you really is. The Stoics weren't trying to escape pain. They were training to live fully, courageously, and peacefully in an unpredictable world. So the next time anxiety hits, don't run from it. Close your eyes, breathe, and picture the worst. Then open them and smile, because reality is often far kinder than fear. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe for more.